Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I hope that you all sleep went well. I hope that you had a good night's rest. I hope that today is better than yesterday for you. Y'all see my title, right? This is dedicated to you. I have a few things that I would like to bring to attention. I don't know about you all, but there is something that is floating around that we need to pay a little bit of attention to. And I was just wondering if it was just me as well that recognized something that was just out of place, didn't make sense, affected a lot of us, some that saw sooner than others, some that has maybe this type of experience going on. So, you know me, I had to try to say something to kind of make a little sense out of it because this platform take everyday content, videos, life situations, things we've heard or things we've seen to try to get a message out of it so that we can have a better understanding together. Does it make sense? So I want to say good morning to everyone. I thank you all for joining me. I want to say good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Jay-Z313. Good morning, Timmy. Good morning, Davita. Good morning. everyone is saying good morning to everyone. The things we see, right? The things some people do and agree with, right? So, this is how I want to start this up. I want to say to our beautiful people that have reached down to help us when we were young, whooped our butts, steered us from going in the wrong direction, prayed over us, kept our butts in church telling us right from wrong, and would love us at the same time. Y'all know them people who I'm talking about? I had one, and she was amazing. Amazing. Man, listen. My family is huge across the world, and I kid you not. You know, the families that had 8, 9 kids, you know those ones had 8, 9, 10 kids and took care of them, did the best that they could do for us. You know what I mean? Even when times were hard, challenging, difficult, oh my God, didn't they stand in the trenches for us? Didn't they?
Rhymes concerto.
Made sure that we were able to be able. You know what I mean? Man, I remember when I was growing up, man, the churches, they used to have long, long lines. I don't know if you all know what those lines was, but let me break it down to y'all. Now, I grew up on the south side of Chicago, Inglewood in the building, okay? Some of you all may know about that, some of you all may not, but you know what? A neighborhood is a neighborhood is a neighborhood everywhere, right? Anyway, I grew up south side of Chicago, little girl with my cousins living like on every single block, but it was just so many of us. It was so many of us, but I remember the church lines wrapped around the corner. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, back in the day when the food stamps wasn't on the card, they was in some books. You know what I'm saying? 1s, 5s, 10s. Stop playing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The food stamps. Man, listen. When somebody gave you a food stamp to go to the store, they gave you the change. Stop playing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Man, them food stamps, right? But the lines wrapped around the church. You know what they were wrapped around the church for? They were wrapped around the church because they was giving out government cheese. Y'all remember that? Government cheese, boxes of oats or whatever the heck it was, with some starch and bread and all this other kind of stuff, right? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? See, back where I'm from, the days was nice. You hear what I'm saying? We used to take 2x4s and stick them in the fire hydrants and we all come outside and play, and the waters was splashing everywhere, cars everywhere. Man, we used to have block parties. I don't know if y'all knew about the block parties. Yeah, we used to have some block parties, man. But let me tell y'all remember? Wait, can I go a little bit even further back? Let me go a little further back. When they used to, you remember, look, Barbara said, remember all that and was grateful. Come through with the come through. Grateful. Grateful, man. We used to have so much fun. No, listen, in Chicago, where I grew up at, and they had the block parties. Every house would come out in front of their house. You know what I mean? Or whether it be house, because some of the houses some of the blocks got apartments on it or whatever. And people would come out, put their tables out during the block party, cut the blocks off with the cones and everything. And I was one of the cheerleaders on the block back then. You know, I was a little girl, you know. So we used to have so much fun. And everybody used to go by and get food from everybody because the block parties were lit. Man, they were litty, baby. I'm serious. I'm trying to holler at y'all. Listen to me for stay for a while. Let's reminisce though. You feel me? And then when it was so hot outside, ice cream truck rolling by and everything, got the popsicles and the zuzus and the wham whams. She said it. The zuzus and the wham whams. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And it's so hot, somebody break off the thing of the fire hydrant. Usually it's an adult or an older kid that was just in, you know. But the 2x4s go straight in there. Whoosh. Water sprouting everywhere. Nobody in it yet. Everybody's scared to go in it. Because it's so cold, and all of a sudden somebody pushed somebody in the water. You feel what I'm saying? And everybody there having fun, pushing everybody, people sitting on their porches, watching all the kids play and the adults mingling and the music playing. Y'all feel me? It's barbecue time. It's barbecue, spades, and dominoes time. Y'all know. Y'all remember all of that? Woo-hoo! Then the person that you like come around and hang out with you and everybody chilling. But let's get back to the church. I'll come back. Church wrapped around. Even back up in the day, when we didn't have much rights, we didn't know about them rights, but those that know what rights they had to stand up for, how hard they had to fight. You feel me? How hard they had to stand in the gap for us today. Those that stood in the gap or watched those that stood in the gap, see how far we have come today. Because of them, because of their sweat, tears, and things that they stood up for, to say, hold on, wait a minute. I got some generations that's coming up after me. I'm going to do this for them. It goes so way back, man. I'm trying to tell you how far this generational thing go back to where the ancestors from way back then could see us now, that we got a little bit further than where they were. Y'all with me? Tell me y'all with me. Tell me y'all hear what I'm saying right now. Man, we can even watch some of those movies from back in the day and see what they had to go through for us to get to where we are today. So this is dedicated to them. Those are the thems that I'm talking about. Man, look, can I say it? Do I need to say it? Or do y'all know where I'm going? Our forefathers, our greats, our our greats, our greats, our greats, our grandparents stood for us, whooped our butts for us to get it right, for us to get it together, for us to be better. They fought hard on our behalf. You feel what I'm saying? They fought hard. They fought extra hard. We still got some of them today that walk among us, that use canes, crutches, wheelchairs to still do what they do. How dare we defile or disrespect those that gave so much of us and think not that we are not going to grow older? Someone has to help me with this one. Listen, my grandmother, she lived in California. You know what I'm saying? She lived in California. I was born and raised in Chi-Town. You hear me? My auntie, my cousins now, they live in Cali. You hear me? My auntie says to me, would you like to come and live in California? I said, yes, auntie. She's saving my life. You hear me? This is a forever debt I will have for my auntie. My auntie pulled me from Chicago, where I could have been dead, in jail, on drugs, in a gang, but she saw fit to save me. You hear what I'm saying? Me and a couple of other cousins, you know what I'm saying? I'm sharing a little bit of something with y'all right now. So we go live in California, San Jose, Santa Clara, Sunnyvale, to be exact. You hear me? Then from there, my grandmother lived in Merced, Cali. You hear me? So my grandmother, I goes and stays with my grandmother. Now, when I was a kid, my grandmother used to have this station wagon, and she loaded about 12 to 15 of us in that station wagon to go to church. You hear me? My grandmother, when I told you all the other day that my grandmother is was one of the top ushers in Cali. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever kind of nation thing that they had going on. But when my grandmother would come and get us, she literally would take us to church. She made us a part of the choir. We were the choir, the ushers, the everything. Be at church all day from morning to afternoon, then go to the other church the evening. But we spent so much time in church You hear what I'm saying? We spent a lot of time in church because of my grandma. She sowed foundation into us. You hear what I'm saying? Y'all know, if y'all know anything about Chi-Town, listen to me. Churches will compete with church, but choirs will compete with choirs. Matter of fact, one of my cousins was in Chicago Mass Choir. You know what I'm saying? And she sold great things into us. So much so it carried us a long ways. I know your grandparents stepped out and did some fantastic things for you all. Miraculous things, stood in the gap for you. And you wonder why your life goes so well. I tell you why your life goes so well. Because you know that song that says, somebody prayed for me. Somebody prayed for me. Y'all know that? You know who that was praying for you? It was your grandparents. They were praying for you. They were praying so hard for you to bless you, to make sure you had a better life, to make sure that the difficult times that they went through, you didn't have to go through. Well, y'all, I saw something that disgusted me yesterday on the reaction channel. I'm not going to mention any names because you all know who and what. This young lady mocked a grandmother, a great. She's a great. She's one of the greats. Mocked her in a wheelchair with the pins and all of that. That was a sad sight for me to see. A very sad sight for me to see. I don't know about the rest of you all, how you all felt about what you all saw. It was disgusting for me. I don't know how that was for you all. I want to apologize to all of the grandparents, the great-grandparents that are out there, the great-grandparents that are out there, the great-greats that you all saw this. Because a lot of you all that are on here are in that age bracket. You know what I mean? And then all of us that are on here are headed to that age bracket. Does it make sense? A lot of us did a lot, did a lot in our lives. You know what I used to do when I was a little girl? I was a low-key kind of tomboyish a little bit, but I was still a girly girl because my mom, every Friday, she would have me take down my hair, right? Every Friday my hair had to be taken down. My hair was pretty long at the time. My hair had to be taken down. And then Saturday morning, she washed my hair and she put ponytails and in my hair and everything. And I get to wear my weekend clothes because my mom had everything separated. We had school clothes, after school clothes, weekend clothes, play clothes, and church clothes. Me and my brother did. That's what we had. So Saturday, we get to dress in our Saturday clothes. So I was a little girl with my little ponytail, hair braided, everything, out to play everything. Sunday was okay. We had to wear our church clothes. My mom used to just, but on top of that, I used to play with the neighborhood kids and the buildings. We used to literally climb on top of the roof and play. You hear me? We used to literally roll down what we thought was mountains, but it was like little hills and apartments or business buildings, and we used to play on viaducts and stuff. Like we used to, I don't know if any of you all know what a viaduct is. It's like the tracks, you know. And we don't realize back then how rough we used to play that our knees start hurting. I don't know if you all go through this or anything, but your knees start hurting, your joints start hurting the older you get. You know what I'm saying? The older you get, the doctors start to tell you that you have this and this and this wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the best you can to take care of yourself, but you got this going on with you. You got this going on with you. And some of you all take care of your grandparents, your great grandparents, your great great grandparents. So when I saw the video floating around about someone making a comedy skit joke of someone's grandmother, I just thought, man, why do something like that? I could have seen if it was just a skit of someone else, but not particularly targeting that person. And then, y'all, it was very sad. I don't know what it is that people don't think that they're not going to get older. We're all going to get older. We're all growing older every day. We're older than we was yesterday. We're older than we were yesterday. It's already hard on the older generation as it is. It's hard. They used to watch us play. As they sit on the porch talking to their girlfriends and everything, and the kids outside playing. They used to literally watch us play as we jump rope. Remember double dutch? You jump in. Okay, I'm first. You second. I'm third. I'm fourth. Okay, double dutch. And come on, that bubble gum. No, that was it. That's how we played it. Right? Hide and go seek. But double dutch we was doing our thing. We had the little pom poms. Remember, you had the little pom poms on your shoes. Remember that? Don't act. Don't do me. Y'all remember? Y'all remember? They used to watch us. We couldn't wait to go over to their house and have some fun and mingle with the neighborhood kids on Granny's block. You know what I'm saying? But yet, it's funny that someone is in a wheelchair. Am I the only one that saw that this was not a very good thing to do? It's always said, you stand for something or you fall for anything. Let me say good morning to you all that's coming in joining us. Hi, Devetta. Devetta is saying good morning to everyone. Barbara says, remember all that, and we was grateful, even over the little things. Our grandparents didn't have much, or our grandparents didn't have much, but you know what they used to do? Give us some coins. Go to the store and get me this, and here, you can keep the 50 cents. And we was happy with that. My grandmother, she actually had a candy store. The slushies, the everything, all of that. You know what I'm saying? My great, oh my God. My great grandmother, my great grandmother, she lived in the South, right? So on summer vacations, like me, my brother, and my mom, we knew, ooh, where we going this summer? You know what I'm saying? So my mom would always buy our winter clothes in the summertime and our summer clothes in the wintertime. And we would always have a packed suitcase for the summertime. My mom buy us some bomb summer clothes. We'd be so happy. I would be. I'd be so happy. Oh, I can't wait to wear these clothes. I don't know where we going. We get on the Greyhound bus. I guess that's why I used to drive tour buses, because when my mom we get on the Greyhound bus, I was always looking at how the roads change and how I would see Green Acres and then I see City and then I see this and my mom would have some chicken pack for us. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Hi, Maritza. Hi, Sheree. How are you? You said, Barbara said it was the saddest. I couldn't watch it. But God, no, I couldn't watch all of the thing. Once I saw, but I was like, my heart went out. My heart went out. My heart was devastated. You said on Sunday all day long. You saw the vet said it disgusts me too. Yeah, it's very. We're gonna get back into it. We are. But my great grandmother, when we went to go see her in the South, right? She had this little shack. To me, I didn't know it was a shack. I thought it was a house. You feel me? Until my mom told me when I was older that it was a shack. I was like, what? Like, what you talking about? It was a shack. It was a house. You know? She had some pigs in the back and everything. She lived in the South. She lived in the South. I mean, I saw animals and everything. My great grandmother would make, that bacon and thick bacon. She made her own preserves and everything. And I remember the peach preserve. Man, let me tell you something. I was like, my. She had this huge white Bible. You hear me? Huge white Bible that she had. And I used to be like, I wonder what's in here. I wonder what this is. And there'd be pictures in there of relatives she said that was mine, but the pictures were black and white. Black and white pictures of people that I was like looking at, like, this is really old. Like, who are these people? Like, I didn't know who they were, but I saw pictures of them. And she starts spewing out their names and stuff. When I was a little girl, I wasn't paying no attention. The huge was all big. It was too big for me to get on. I had to use the stool to get on. You know? It's crazy. The one thing that did bother me, though, she didn't know how to say my name. She said, Debbie. No, Debbie wasn't my name to my granny. And I used to cry all the time, like, Mommy, please tell her that's not my name. She from the South. She called me Derby. She called me Derby. I remember as a little girl, I literally used to cry. My brother found out that bothered me when I was a little girl. And then he used to pick on me all the time. Me and my brother used to go at it. Derby. Man, I'll tell you, to hear her call me Derby again would be such a blessing. To hear her say that the way she said it would be such a blessing. You hear me? Would be such a blessing. Man. My grandmother passed away of I believe it was the COVID and last year. And I still got her picture. I had to look at her picture yesterday after I saw what I saw yesterday. To look at her picture. My grandma was the bomb. She was, you know. I used to call and talk to her a lot, and then I stopped calling so much. But I called, I still would call, but not as much as I was. And I'd be like, do you know who this is? She say, yeah, I know who this is. I say, who is this? She say, my daddy. Every time. I don't know how she did it. Then she knew how many grandkids she had, how many great grandkids she had, how many great great grandkids she had, how many great 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 grandkids she had. I was like, dang, you keep up with all of that. Man, when when she passed away, I went to see her. Uh, you know, within the 24 hours of her passing, because I was headed down there, my husband and I, to see her, and got a few things to remind me of her. And I'm forever grateful. I went back up in the day. She used to sell Avon. My grandmother was the Avon lady. My grandmother was the Avon and the Tupperware lady. I'm not lying. She was literally like, everybody knew my grandmother. And if my grandmother claimed you as her daughter, her grandchild, or whatever, you were that. You know what I'm saying? She loved everyone. She did. She was amazing. She was amazing. To take me in, she took me in. In my teenage years, y'all know how we could be as teenagers. We could be off the charts. But she did that, you know what I mean? She did that. She sure did. I went to see her for her birthday, right? And my husband and I. And she I'm glad she got a chance to speak to my husband on the phone. And she told my husband, before he was my husband, she said, you better take care of my daddy. So I would tell him, I say, well, you remember what my grandma said? My grandma said, you better take care of me. You hear me? You hear me? Man, listen. So it was her birthday, and we got invited to go to her birthday party. She didn't know we were there. And she walked in with her the walker. She had the walker. And she walked in with her walker, and everybody was singing happy birthday. And as they were singing happy birthday, she's standing at the door with her walker. She just shaking her butt, you know what I mean? Just shaking her butt. Oh, stop. And I was standing there, right? Just looking at her like, oh my God, my grandmama. I can't wait to hug her. I was standing there like that, right? And I'm looking at her, and we all singing happy birthday to her and everything. And then one of my cousins, he comes and he just pulls me in the middle of the thing. And she looked at me and she was like, she put her hand over her mouth and was like, and I put my two hands over my mouth and I was like, I got tears coming down my face. And my cousin like pushed me towards her, and I just walked up and just hugged my grandmother as my grandma hugged me and welcomed me in, and just, you know what I'm saying? She just blessed my whole heart, man. There's nothing like getting a hug from your grandma like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh my God, my grandmother. And she just was just so happy to see me. And then she looked over and she said, "Who is that yellow man over there?" I said, "That's my husband." And she gave him a hug and everything. I got the video where on my, I believe it's on my Facebook. And me and my husband started singing "Happy Birthday" to her, or I believe it was "Happy Birthday." Something about, it was Stevie Wonder or something like that. It's on the video. Now I gotta go back and look at that, right? And me and my husband is sitting there dancing and stuff to my grandmother, and I got to do one of the things that I have never done before. It wasn't much, but it was nice to me. I got some money, got it all in ones, and I made it rain on my grandmother. My grandmother, you hear me? I ain't never did nothing like that before. You know, and they just have, we give them a certain amount of respect. Respect. Catherine said it was a Celie and Nettie moment. Yes! At the end of Color Purple, it sure was. I'm not playing with you. It sure was. It was one of those moments, man. We give them a certain amount of respect. Barbara said, I'm from Arkansas. Yeah, my mom is from Arkansas. Matter of fact, she grew up in Earl, and she went to school with, is it John, wherever John F. Kennedy went to school? I think it was him. From Arkansas, and I know about the shacks. Yeah, the shack. Yeah, we had chickens, pigs, cows. Deb, you talking about? You said, Deb, you taking me back? Yeah, there was pigs, there was chickens, there was horses, cows. I remember that because my granny be like, my great granny be like, take this slop out to the pigs. I haven't been there since I was a kid. And one of the things I used to remember back then, there was some black frogs. There were black frogs. They used to jump up on the porch. I was a little kid. I was a little kid. I'm not even lying. I was so little. But there were some things that I remember. I'm not even kidding. Especially that derby thing. I was like, please tell her that's not my name. I don't know what my thing is doing here. And it definitely was amazing. It was amazing. You said, yes, respect. Yes, respect. And when I saw the video, I didn't change my voice. Y'all see that? I wasn't even trying to do that. Testing. It changed my whole voice. I'm still learning about this thing right here. But I'm going to leave it as it is. Yeah. Catherine said those memories keeps us whole. This is why I don't understand why people can disrespect the elders. We have a lot of people watching us. A lot seasons. Can I say season? Season. Well, knowledge, full of wisdom, everything. You know what I'm saying? Catherine, did I go zap? Listen, I'm gonna play around with this machine that I got right here because I think I can do some things. I want to figure it out. I want to show them how to figure it out. Yeah. You know, I think a strong apology needs to take place for that video. That video was, but you know, I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but that video, that was not a good representation right there. And I told y'all when my grandmother, when we had the Celia and Nettie moment, my grandmother was walking through with the walker. You know what I'm saying? My dad, when he passed away, uh, some of my siblings went to his place before I got into town in Chicago, and they took what they could. And when I got there, the place was in shambles, and I saw a few things that I could take. I took a black and white cow-looking soft blanket that was brand new, and I gave that to my daughter. I took this little jazz band right here in front of my door. I took a tall vase, which the guy that beat me broke, because I wanted to keep that for life. And my dad stood so tall, his peg leg was sitting in the corner, and I took that. Before I left out of Chicago, I took that peg leg to the hospital that they said that my dad was at, and I donated it. I donated that because my dad was so tall that I figured that there might be someone elderly, seasoned, that can use it. So I donated it to the hospital before leaving Chicago. I just want all those. Catherine says, I was a certified caregiver for 32 years, and the stories I heard from my seniors were amazing. And I believe because of the care I gave, God blesses me daily. They prayed over us. They prayed for us. And if they anything how I am, how I feel, how I was raised, I pray for my now generation, my generation to come, the generation after that, and for my entire lineage. That's how I pray. I'm so sorry to all of you all that saw that, and it probably like disgusted you, threw you back, hurt, because you probably have someone in your home that's going through that as well, that's in a wheelchair, can't walk, you know, on depends. You don't have to be seasoned and elderly to be on depends. You can have something wrong with you today and be in your 20s and your 30s. Anything can happen to you at any given time to where you are incapacitated on some shape, form, or fashion, some level. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say this, a lot of this is really getting out of hand. A lot of it is. Devetta said grandparents are special. Yes, especially the greats. Yes, they are. Especially the great greats. Yes, they are. They have so many stories to share with us on how far we come. Because when you get in your elder years, your seasoned years, you're going to want to share your story. Because these times in which we are in right now, these are the stories for the future. You feel what I'm saying? because the future is not going to be anything like this. They already got flying cars and all this other stuff that's popping off, that's happening, that everybody getting tied up in the gossip world that can't see what's really going on in the real world. Catherine said, I had a 32-year-old client that was a paraplegic. Wait, no, what'd you say? Quadriplegic. Quadriplegic, and had a lot of money and couldn't enjoy it. Wow. Wow. Anybody's life can change in the blink of an eye. Can you imagine that? Like let's think about this 32-year-old. I don't know this 32-year-old, but let's just say, for instance, that their story went something like this. Not saying that's that person, but make up something, right? That person talked about people, rude to people, cussed people out, disrespected people, and thought they had it going on. Then got a whole lot of money and was still talking even more ruthless, disrespectful, everything. Thought they were better than any and everybody else they come in contact with. All of a sudden they got maybe a lawsuit or maybe an inheritance, or someone gave them, or they hit the lottery or something, and they got money. They got a lot of it. And they figured that the way they lived their life, because they told everybody, look, this is what I do what I do, how I do it, because I know what I'm doing. And they got that money, right? Yeah. They go to the bank. Not saying that this 32-year-old, I'm just throwing the scenario out there, okay? They go to the bank. Would you like to bank with us? No. I want to cash it. And I want all of it in $100 bills. You want all this money in $100 bills? All of it in $1 bills. That's a lot of ones. That's what I want. All of it in $1 bills. Okay, give me a moment. I'll be right back. Then it's 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack, 4 stack, 5 stacks, 6 stacks, 7 stacks, 8 stacks, 9 stacks, 10 stacks. Here you go. $1 million in ones. Thank you. Dang, it sure took a long time to bring me my money. I'm sorry. It just takes us a long time to, accumulate all this in $1 bills, but here you go. He get home. He throw all that money around, but not after he set up the cameras to go live to show people how much money he got, throwing it up in the air. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Takes it, turn the camera on, then whoosh. Throws a lot of money out there and starts swimming all in it. I knew I was better than all y'all. I knew I was better than all y'all. Go to the store. All of a sudden, he see homeless people. Excuse me. I'm hungry and I'm I'm thirsty. Do you think you can give me do you think you can I don't want no money or anything, but do you think you can like buy me something out of this store? No! You need to get a job. I did have a job that when the COVID hit, the plant I was working for it closed down, and my wife died, and my kids got taken, uh, and the state got them, and I lost my job because I the plant closed down. But then when I tried to get another job, I lost that job, and I lost my home, and I lost my car, but I'm still trying to get a job. I'm still trying. I got my sign up and it says, please don't give me money. Can you give me a job? Can you just give me a job? It say, man, don't work, man, don't eat. I just want a job. Can you just nobody won't give me a job. If you have a company, I work for you. What kind of work do you do? I could do whatever. I could do engineering, contract. Construction. I could do whatever. I could do whatever. You ain't working for me. You disgust me. You're disgusting. I don't have anything, sir. When I can just please, just a bag of chips and something to drink. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for much. Just a bag of chips and something to drink. No, get out my face. And they go inside the store. They get them a big bag of chips which they didn't even really want. They open up the chips and they come out and they have this big old soda they drinking. And the man sees them. He looks at the man and he takes the chips and pour it all on the floor, on the ground. And let the dogs and the cats eat it. Take the drink some of it and pour it out. And then carry on. And the guy just looks like, and just put his head down. Just put his head down. Little that the guy that had the money didn't know that another person walks out the store, got him a nice little hot dog or whatever it is, hands him a bag and give him the hot dog and gives him a big bottle of something to drink and a gallon of water and gives it to him. And the man says, thank you, as tears roll down his eyes as he thought for 1 second that God forgot about him because of the way the man treated him. He's crying now. Now all of a sudden, the tears at the man that lost his family and his job, his sorrow tears turn into tears of joy. The guy walks off and he says, you have a blessed day. He gets in his car and he drives off, and the guy that had all that money that he just got looks at him and snuffs his nose up and dry skirts off. The guy opens up the bag that he gave him. He pulls out another bag and he sits it down next to him. But he looks in the bag and he sees there's a cold sandwich, there's a cup of soup. There's silverwares, the little plasticwares for him to eat with. There's little candy if he like. There's a toothbrush and toothpaste and baby wipes and well, not baby wipes. That's meaning what baby wipe, but some wipes and just a few little items that he needs. He takes a bite of the hot dog that he has, which all the fixings on it that the store, gives, that comes along with whatever you want to put in there. And he takes a sip of his soda and he opens up the other bag that he set beside him and he pulls out a card that says the man's business. And he said, I heard that you told that man that you are an electrician and a construction worker. And I have a construction company and you are hired. Written on the card. Along with that is some money. And a little note that says, please go shopping, get you some clothes. Get you some hard boots because you're going to need them. And also, get out of this outside and go get you a hotel for about a month. And come see me tomorrow so that we can come see me in 2 days so we can get you started and get you back up and get you going. When I tell y'all, anything can happen at any given time. Now, while this man is filled with so much joy that for 1 second he thought that God had forgot about him, God said, nope, I'm right here with you. I'm right here. Remember the car that sped off with the guy that got all that money? And he couldn't even do that for him? Well, when he sped off, he got in a car crash because he was so busy trying to turn around and look at this guy that when he turned off into the streets, he wasn't really paying attention and he made a turn and he drove off a little bit and boom, car wreck. He couldn't even enjoy what he had because it's gone. You don't know what you do to others may come back on you. It didn't say it's going to come back the same way you dishing it out. You don't know how it's going to come. You have to be careful what you do, what you say out here. A lot of this stuff is for entertainment purposes. But while it's entertaining, there's a lot of stuff that's done wrong. Hurting people. Innocent people. That has nothing to do with what you're doing. Getting a beef with somebody, that's what it is. Y'all handle that. But to involve other people that has nothing to do with nothing, to make fun of, because they're in a wheelchair, or because something else was wrong with them, that makes no sense. We have to think about a lot before we do some of the things that we do. There are a lot of people watching us, y'all. There are a lot of people listening. Some of the things we say and do impact them greatly. I shared that story. I just made that story up. I literally just made that story up. I just want you guys to think. 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 My husband told me he had went to work, and this just happened a couple of days ago. He went to work. One of his coworkers he saw, and he said he always gives them the head, the nod, or you know how guys say hi to each other, you know. And he said he had saw him. I think think my husband told me this either day before yesterday. That the day before he saw the guy, said hi to him and everything. They usually do this every time they meet each other. Said he had went to work this particular day and that man died. You don't know if it's your time to be sick, struggling, in need of, losing someone, losing your life. You don't know what may happen. Some of us, the reason why we get those breakthroughs is because of our elders, our seasoned greatness, our greats. They prayed over us, so we can't take them for granted. I'm gonna get right back up here to where I was. Catherine has shared with us, said had a 32-year-old client that was a quadriplegic, had a lot of money and couldn't enjoy it. Catherine said he was disobedient to his aging father. Oh, wow. Stowed his motorcycle. What? And hit a telegram pole. A telephone pole? Telegram pole. What? Split the helmet in half. Dad was a lawyer, got him plenty of money. What? Captain, are you serious? I didn't even read this before I told the school. You got to be kidding me. We pray for him. We pray for the dad, family, and friends as well. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, so sorry to hear that. Catherine says she's going to pay for that. I pray she repent and sincerely apologize. Okay, that part right there is of the young lady that did the skit. She's praying that that person pray, repent, and sincerely apologize. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice. Devetta says, feeding the hogs was one of my chores. I remember that. I remember that, Devetta. I remember that so much when I went to see my great grandma, and we got done eating, man. But the food she fed us, ooh, smelly. You know how they cook in the South? Y'all know how y'all do in the South? Y'all, they real food. You know what I mean? Real food. It was so good. Oh my God. I don't know where the shacks were though. I would love to know where it was that my great grandmother stayed, because I told my mom I had wanted to visit the place. I wanted to see it as an adult. It probably was small as I don't know what, because there was an outhouse in the back. Like for real, for real. Hi, Peaches and Hi, Peaches. I'm gonna just call you Peaches. I want to, every time I see your name, I be want Peaches and cream. You said sending love to the chat. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning. Catherine says that was awesome. What the story? I want people to know, I'm watching now. Like I love watching a lot of stuff on YouTube, and I'm watching now. I'm enjoying this guy see people on the streets. Is something in Atlanta? So I guess it's the guy. He goes around and he see people homeless, and he allows them to tell their stories. And how they got homeless, and I like listening to that. People don't realize that a lot of people go through a lot in life to where hard times hit. You don't know when or where the hard times may hit, but they will hit. And you got to be prepared for a lot of that stuff. And a lot of people are not prepared. A lot of people don't even realize that the things that they say can make a difference. It can land you places where you don't think, or you would have the inkling that this could happen to you. It can happen to anyone. I told you guys before that when I was with the radio station, we used to go and hydrate the homeless. We go and they be out wherever we go. We had like a couple of places, and the homeless people would sleep. Now, I think I heard that they had passed a law, or they're trying to pass a law, because they'll distract you, and then this law will be passed that anyone that's homeless will be getting cited. You can go to jail for being homeless in some places. But then they make it so difficult to get the job, and they're not hiring. So it's difficult to get the job while you're homeless, and people won't hire you because you're homeless and you don't have a phone. You can't get a phone. You can't get the money to get the phone. And it's just certain things that take place that kind of put you in the loophole of it all to begin with. So you don't know when and where your life could change. Be grateful and be humble. Catherine, you says, I know. Kindred spirits. Dad has gone on. Oh my God. Son has been institutionalized. I left that case when another caregiver came in and was doing sexual favors for him. My God. My God. Wow. Right, Devetta? Devetta says, Catherine, wow, right. Man, anything can happen at a blink of an eye. You have to be careful what you do out here, because you don't know who you may meet, who you may cross. So, they say sometimes we be entertaining angels. That's what they say. Sometimes we can be entertaining angels. You don't know who a person really is. And when we speak wrong and do wrong towards others, and they're innocent, has nothing to do with whatever you have going on. And my God. Kathy, you said through it all, God kept me. Woo! Me too. I told y'all I've been through hell and back several times. Several things have happened to me. Now I'm thankful for my husband and myself, and we really take life easy because we both have gone through a lot. My husband, I'll let him share a story, but my husband died twice. Twice. So we take life very easy. Very, very easy. I don't care if you family, friend, I don't care what it is. We're not going to allow you to disturb our peace. If we have to move back, now don't mean we don't love you. We can love you from a distance. we can definitely love you from a distance. But to come in and interfere with what we're trying to do, and that's live a great, graceful, humble, peaceful, grateful life, we're not going to allow anyone to come in and do that. I don't care who you are. We're not. Our home is our sanctuary. Unless we two in here yelling and arguing at each other, we're not going to allow anybody to come into our home to disrupt what we have. We're husband and wife, best friends. We're lovers. We're companions. We're business partners. We're all that to each other. And we go at it sometimes. But I know my limitations and when my husband put his foot down, but we still do go at it. But we're real. Devetta said he will never leave us nor forsake us. Yes. Yes. Catherine said, amen. From way over there. I can love you from way over there. For real, for real. We cannot take that for granted. So when I say I dedicate this to you, I dedicate this to all our grandparents and great-grandparents and great-greats and our ancestors well before that then marched, got whipped, stood up, that did all that for us to be who we are today. You know, my auntie could have left me in Chicago. My grandmother could have left me be. And I know my granny is looking down upon me right now and say, that's my Debbie. That's my Debbie. Because every chance I get, woo! Y'all, I'm not lying right now. A bird just hit the window. What in the who's what? And flew off. Just hit the, I'm not lying. There's the print is in the window. I don't know what to say about that. I've never seen that before in my life. Oh. I don't know what to say about that. I was just talking about my granny. That's crazy. Ooh, Grandma, was that you? Ooh, I'm not lying. I am going to take a picture of this to show my husband. How it come all the way up under the thing and hit the window? Man, I guess so. Well, it didn't. If it had dropped dead, Lord, it didn't do that. It just hit the window and flew off. Grandma, is you watching them? Man. Yeah, she probably did confirm what I was just saying. She probably looking over me and saying, yep, that's my Debbie. And every chance I get, I'm going to throw some greatness in my voice to speak, to say, to help somebody. So I'm going to take it as that and say, I love you too, Grandma. Thank you. Now, I am going to end my little session. Let's do a little bit better, you guys. Okay? I see y'all out there on the YouTube streets, all right? In somebody's chat, y'all know I'm going to be there, okay? Catherine, you said, let's honor them this morning by name. Oh, that's nice. Wait a minute, okay? Yay! Okay, you said, let's honor them this morning by name. My grandma were Rachel and Martha. My grandmas were Wait, did I say this right? Yeah. My grandpas, that's what you're trying to say, were William and Thomas. Oh, I got you. Okay. My grandma